Over the past few months, we've highlighted concerns regarding the Henderson Police Department. Former Police Chief Holly Chadwick lost her job, and now the top cop is Reggie Rader. In the wake of a recent pay cut, contract negotiations to restore and boost those diminished pay and benefits are underway. And tonight we're looking at the challenges that the officers face. Our Will Silverstein has more on those struggles and why some union reps are taking issue with what's happening at the bargaining table.
Pitting union against union, that's what two law enforcement agencies representing Henderson police officers say the city of Henderson is doing, and it's going to be to the net negative of the people they protect and serve. Says Henderson was the gold standard.
Absolutely. It was known, throughout the country as the gold standard. But
Henderson Police Officer Association President Michael Goodwin says the golden era is gone. Goodwin's union is trying to negate a 4.375% decrease to their salary to support the state retirement fund with an increased salary. But those talks have stalled. Now, Goodwin says without a deal, Henderson Police may not even be the gold standard of Clark County.
It's getting to the point where we're not necessarily competitive when it comes to the benefits package.
And that's in Clark County alone. With North Las Vegas and Metro.
Correct.
Goodwin and other union representatives claim his Henderson Police Officer Association, or HPOA, is being pitted against the Henderson Police Supervisors Association, the HPSA. Both represent Henderson police officers. The difference is that the HPOA predominantly represents officers with less than 10 years experience, while the HPSA predominantly represents officers with more than a decade of experience. In general, the HPOA wants higher pay to attract and keep young officers looking to plant their roots in Henderson, while the HPSA wants enticing benefits to keep veteran officers who may already own a home or have a family. But in a statement to News 3, the city says they have already made a generous offer to the unions, reading, quote, "The city has been bargaining with the unions and offered a proposal that would have made Henderson police officers, sergeants, and lieutenants the highest compensated in the valley. But this proposal was ultimately declined by the unions."
There were some young, quality, good cops that we had here. They were doing really good work, and they were leaving.
HPSA President Charles Hedrick agrees that the city made an offer that would have boosted pay, but the boost in pay was coupled with a decrease in benefits. Hedrick and Goodwin portraying the situation as Peter robbing Peter to pay for Peter. Meanwhile, the department hemorrhages its workforce.
We're losing people to Boulder City, we're losing people to agencies in Texas, we've lost officers to agencies in Utah, and these aren't like tenured police officers, they're like the young officers that you want to latch onto and eventually make them sergeants and lieutenants. And I mean, we could potentially be losing quality chief of police candidates simply because the compensation doesn't match the work.
An arbitration deadline is set for October. That's when a third party will come in and try and negotiate between both the unions and the city. We'll see exactly what happens after those negotiations take place. But the one thing to keep in mind, those officers that we spoke with today still say they will be serving the community no matter the outcome. Reporting in Henderson, Will Silverstein, News 3.
Two high-ranking members of Henderson Police Department left the department at the start of this month. In a statement, Henderson Police told us Deputy Chief Brandon Brooks and Captain Tony Niswanger announced plans to retire, which took effect August 1st. This comes after Deputy Police Chief Jonathan Butcher left back in June, and Chief Holly Chadwick, as we mentioned, she was terminated earlier this year. And now a look at the history of police chiefs for Henderson. Letitia Watson left the department back in 2019. She later sued the city for alleged racial discrimination and a hostile work environment. Cedric Andres took over after Watson, but then he retired back in November of 2022 following a no confidence vote from officers. And then, as we mentioned, Holly Chadwick, she was fired this year after she was put on leave.